All right. It is going. Yay! Hi, guys. I am so excited. Thank you for your help because we finally got live approval from YouTube. So I'm so excited. Thank you for that. Thank you for all of you that subscribed and watch. And I'm really sorry it's been a little bit but since I've posted, but I know I needed to have that downtime. A lot of insights have come through, a lot of channelings, and every time I wanted to go share, it kind of was like never the right time. So I just know that it was more of an educational time for me more than a sharing time. So I hope that I hope that is something you can understand, and just know that I hope you have this within you so that you resonate with what I say. That's what I'm saying. You should always do stuff when you feel like it is the most flowing of the situation. When it's supposed to happen is when it is supposed to happen. When it's not, it's not. And really tapping into your soul and knowing your path and seeing that, even when you really want to do something, if it doesn't feel like it's flowing, then it probably isn't meant to be. So, anyway, I just wanted to I mean, oh my gosh. I doubt anyone's going to get on, but I could care less. I'm just so excited that we have this opportunity from here going forward. So I am going to do just a quick couple of things. What's funny is I actually was going to have like some of the downloads that I've been getting. I was going to share them, and then as soon as I went to go look down at all that I've written, it was like nothing resonated to come outward today. It was really odd. But one thing I will say is that I think this will come out. I think it's allowed to come out. Is that I really had this like epiphany that I've been going around and around and around about how I believe in past lives, and I also believe in how our physical body holds, like, I think it's 7 generations of trauma and happiness and lessons all in our DNA in this physical body, right? And so all the people that have been in my life, 7 generations and down, are all my soul family, right? Well, how does that relate to past lives? And how, well, in a past life, I had 7 generations, that was within my body that I was having to work through. Because remember, your whole goal here is to work through generational trauma that may be even something you didn't even cause, but you're healing it for your whole lineage. And so I just been perplexed as to how that relates to past lives. Because I'm like, my gosh, that is a lot of souls that we are connected to, like deeply connected to, soulmate connected to, right? But I had this epiphany the other day on my walk that it's actually, and this is just the thought. You don't have to agree, you don't have to disagree, you just have to like kind of maybe think about it. And also, if you want, share how you feel about this, because I think it's kind of cool. I think that was the, if you look at that whole situation, it makes me really even more so think that our 3D bodies is just a play. Like we're just, like when I was born, I came into this body, but I have multiple lives that I just, popped into and played and then popped out of. And who, like, all my ancestors did all the same things. Like, I'm not, this is why I didn't even want to share it yet, because I don't have a clear, concise understanding of it, except that it almost just really feels like that, that's that whole thought process of the non-player, non-character players or something like that, where it's just kind of, I don't know, it's something along those lines. So please help me out with this. Like, I feel like I'm at a loss, but I'm also like right there at like being able to like prove that our life, like this life is just, I mean, it's just, you know, it's nothing. It's like our soul is seriously in the souls of these plants and our friends and family. That is the energy is the only reality. And I know that sounds so like woohoo, you know, but I just feel like trying to figure out past lives and then also how it relates to our trauma in our bodies and our lineage. There's just it's too big to try to figure out, that's for sure. But it does make me feel like maybe we are just kind of like playing, you know? And if you look at it that way, it's just kind of like chill the fuck out, man. It's just for fun. This whole entire thing is for fun. And yeah, I know a lot of us have been in some really crappy places that doesn't feel like fun. You might be there right now, and I'm sending my love to you if that's the case. But if you haven't and you've made it through, you know, like you're only stronger for it. And sadly, there's going to be more that could come into your life, right? But there's so much like happiness and amazingness that's going to come uh, in addition to the bad, right? Because it's a law of the universe, positive and negative. There's always going to be a negative to a positive, but you got to just appreciate them both for what they are. But anyway, all right. I don't really know if that was ready to be shared, but as you can see, it was kind of like not concise or clear. But and I'm doing this outside today because yesterday was so gorgeous, but it was windy. It was crazy, like hair flying this way. It was so like 25 knots or 25 whatever they say for wind. It was so windy. That's the point. And so today is not so much, and I'm just basking in that happiness that this is just a beautiful spring day. So anyway, all right. I want to also ask for you and your spirit team to connect with mine, and that you right now can ask your ancestors, angels, any of your people that you know you connect with and help guide you through this life. You can ask them right now to come into this shared space so that we can get this information that you need most for your life right now to help benefit and grow and maybe process past stuff or be kind of like ready for what's coming. So, okay. All right. I'm going to do one card from Isis. She's been talking to me today and just really feel her energy. And so I just felt like this was mandatory. Oh. Okay. If you don't know who Isis is, she's a goddess. She's one of my top spiritual goddesses that I resonate so deeply with. And anyway, we got High Priestess, which is so badass. I love it. Look at that. So, what is that? That means that this is a time for you to really listen to everything. Listen to yourself in ways that you haven't probably done as much as you. What am I trying to say? Okay. You're just going to be like deep into some like serious intuition right now. Nothing, you're going to see stuff that you're just going to know. You're not going to be dependent on things being shown to you. It is just a time of inner knowing. That's all I can really say. And I'm trying to explain like what I'm feeling and understanding on how to like there's just going to be moments where you're not going to need to have outside validation. You're just going to know what you need to do. And if you're not there right now, it's a time for you to start silence, to start listening and hearing and feeling the buzz within you. All right, it says, the mysteries revealed in the eyes of Isis. It says, beloved Isis gazes upon you now and behind her vast eyes, mysteries are unveiled. A new clarity around your direction is unfolding. Be willing to wait for the full reveal, but also recognize what is happening at this time. You will be gaining valuable insight into where you are being led and for what purpose. It is an exciting moment in your unfoldment. Have reverence and an open heart and mind and wait patiently for the grand revelation that is on its way. Oh my goodness. It says, currently you are being offered assistance in unveiling your divine destiny. You will be shown your purpose in a broader and more meaningful way than ever before. You can expect to have many aha moments where your life experiences and journeys suddenly make sense from a much bigger perspective, helping you understand how everything that you have gone through has brought you to where you are today, which in turn helps you trust even more where you are being led. It does say you are guided to trust in the reveal. Whether it seems preposterously magnificent and you have no idea how it could possibly all happen, or whether it seems not nearly grand enough as yet. In time, with your patience and willingness to trust in the unfoldment of your life, you will realize the inherent beauty, perfection, and sublime loveliness of your life unfolding, and that your purpose and destiny are truly exquisite. Wow. If you want to do this, I love her incantations, so I'm going to say it. And you can, what you do is you just repeat this. I think it says 3 times. No, it doesn't say however many times. No, just once is fine. It says, in dream, in thought direct, in awareness, and in bodily sense, I now receive the mystery unveiled. I am not denied any detail. I receive this now with comprehension clear from Priestess Isis, who holds me dear. All right. Whew. That's interesting that I wanted to cough. I haven't had any need to do that. Okay. Maybe something being communicated, something that needs to be like expressed, something that it's like powerful. Something super powerful is like needing to be expressed or released. Okay. All right, that's what I wanted to do with her. Okay, and then I wanted to get one card, oracle card for the masculine energy, and that can be within yourself. It can be your outward 3D person that's masculine energy or resonates with masculine energy. Sorry, this wind, this little breeze comes through. But, okay, here we go. What can the masculine energy know right now? See how fast that was? Dedication. I have been getting the Wheel of Fortune card, Major Arcana, like for probably the last week. And what that is, and I just wanted to, like, I just had a thought that I really should be sharing that. That is just divine timing. Being okay with the seeds that you've planted, letting them be, whether it was past, present, or future. Knowing that what you've done is enough, it will always be enough. Even if you now know, looking back, it wasn't enough, it was enough at that moment in time. It was. So you can't be regretful of those situations. You just have to go, what I did in the moment was exactly what I needed to do, good or bad, it was. But that divine timing is where you're like, okay, I have faith, patience, trust that miracles will happen in my benefit. And so I'm wondering if y'all are feeling that kind of energy right now, because it has been a good week of solid. That card comes out every day. So I'm hoping you're feeling that. But the point is divine intervention as well. Is like the universe comes in and just dings and says, boom, you'll see why we have you here. Where you are at this moment in time is exactly where you need to be. That's why we have you here. We hold you with all love and compassion. And so sometimes when we're in bad situations, like, geez, man, if you got a bill that's due, rent's due tomorrow, and you don't have the money to put it in to give it, that's a tough situation. I've been there. It's a tough situation. But if you just go, I mean, it's a process, that's my point. But the universe is going to keep getting you there until you're actually just like, man, I'm going to wake up tomorrow morning. I'm going to have somebody who calls me and says, I want you here. I'm going to pay you this. Just come in and do it. I need you. And you're going to go, wow, I just made rent in one day, or someone just says, crazier things have happened. But you got to have trust that miracles are always coming towards you. So, dedicate a cot. And it says dedication. This is for the divine masculine energy, right? And that's our action. That's that's the part of us. And then also externally within a relationship that does things, right? I'm just going to get a couple good things. It's the first card of this whole entire book. Wow. Okay. It is time to complete a current project and dedicate yourself to your next venture. It is safe to commit. Wow. I know someone needed to hear that right now, because I am having, I feel people's smiles going, oh, I needed that. Okay, it says ancient Mayans were a tattooed people, not just decorative art. It was not just a decorative art to them. Tattoos displayed clan identity and were seen as rites of passage and a direct injection of divine power. Mayans believed that when someone tattooed a god or his symbols upon his or her skin, some of the energy and power of that god remained with that person always. Since tattooing held such significance and the accuracy in the depiction mattered so much, the tribe revered the tattooist. The god Akate, no, why did I say Akate? I apologize, guys. Oh, hi there, I just saw your message. Oh my gosh, thank you so much for joining and chatting something in here. This is why I'm so excited. Thank you. I got my first chat. Oh, I'm so excited. Bless you. It says, so the god Akat governed the art of tattooing and ruled the practitioner's hands. Did you know that a tattooist has a god specifically for them? Oh, I love that. I love that. Oh, that makes me happy. It says, Akat himself, covered in the ink of the gods, witnessed the contracts you sign with yourself. Because that is what a tattoo is, right? It's like a contract you're putting on your body, if you will, like art. And almost everything has a meaning behind it, because otherwise, why are you getting it on your body? It has a very strong meaning for you. Okay, just like when people decided to be tattooed as a statement to the world about who they are, you make these statements to yourself all the time in other ways. Know that symbols and words of promise have power, and that Akat is the protector of these. When Akat comes up in your reading, it may be a sign that it is time to dedicate yourself to a new project or path. And as I did that, this flipped over. Sayonara. It's like, peace, I'm out. Okay, it says, where you need the strength. No, I apologize. I lost my place. Oh, when he comes up, it may be a sign that it is time to dedicate yourself to a new project or path, or consider completing a rite of passage. Where you need the strength or courage to stick to what you have promised, Akat is there to assist. It's keeping your word, especially to yourself, is important when this card is present. All right. Yeah, the symbols is tattoos, personal symbols of a pathway or project you want to commit to. Ink. Well, ink can very well be like actual writing something down too, which was that communication that I was talking about. Look at that. Oh man. All right. And then I want one card for the feminine energy. So again, this is within you, and it is possibly externally with a, you know, someone outside of you that is resonates with a feminine energy. What does that look like? It can be anybody. Your sister, your mom, your girlfriend, your, you know, daughter, something, right? Oh, we got two, and this one even wants to come out. Plenty, Pomona, plenty. I'm gonna put that one back though. But this one is Jeanne d'Arc, which is faith. And then Pele, which is purpose. Faith and purpose. Wow, I can't read all of that. But I mean, right off the bat, it's like the feminine energy is where you get your like willpower and strength and devotion and like going. Like that is what creates your passion to go. And the masculine energy has to like capture it and go, right? That's how your masculine and feminine work together. Well, I like how this is the feminine energy, where it's like you have to have faith and purpose and know you are always in your purpose. And if you're not, then just know that it was meant for you to feel that uncomfortableness and go, that's not me, man. This isn't me. I need to sayonara. But I am going to ask for one message from each. Okay, well, it went to Pomona. Plenty. Trust that you have enough. Ask and you will receive. It is a time to prune back the dead wood in order to grow. Nourish yourself and the earth. I love that. I think that's enough for that one. Okay, Pele. Here we go. It says, think clearly about your next steps. It is time to uncover your purpose, which is what you're getting as well with that high priestess energy from Isis, remember? Create something new. Interesting how we have that yet again. Take action. Do not hide or hesitate. Balance your emotional extremes. Wow. She is, the Hawaiians refer to this fiery goddess as Madame Pele. Embodies one of the most active volcanoes in the world. The spectacular Halamanan, oh no, I'm sorry. It's said to be the, okay, big, I'm not even gonna go with that. It's not meant to be. I can't even spit it out. So what's the point? The dynamic qualities of change and purposeful transformation. Wow. It says this can come as she can appear as an elderly woman with a small dog or as a beautiful young woman, depending on her purposes. It is said she appears to her people just before a major volcanic eruption. She can be a jealous and forceful goddess and very possessive of what is hers. Beware, to this day, it is not advised to take any stones from her volcanoes. Oh. Okay, if you've never seen the Disney movie Moana, it's one of my absolute favorite movies, probably ever, but definitely of Disney's. And it's all about this. Okay. I'm trying to see if what else is being called to me. This is an incantation. It says, "Thank you, Madame Pele, for your passion and purpose. Make my purpose clear. Give life to my purpose. Shake me from my slumber. Create the new for me. Show me what actions I should take." Well, I guess you were supposed to do that with your eyes closed, so rewind. It says, "Now open your eyes and write down on the piece of paper anything that comes to mind. Do not judge this, just write. These messages are from Pele. When you are done, thank Madame Pele by leaving her a flower on your altar, desk, or bedside table. Oh. Take action on any messages, no matter how seemingly unrelated." Beautiful. Okay, and then the last one is Jeanne d'Arc. I'm not saying it right, so just roll with me. Faith. Hold on to your dreams even through adversity. It says, develop faith in yourself and in a spiritual power. Trust is important. You must trust your own leadership abilities or improve them. Be not afraid. You were born for this. Soak that in. I'm just going to ask for my words to really, really go out there with as much power as they could possibly have. Be not afraid. You were born for this. The Maid of Orleans, the teenage Jeanne d'Arc. I thought so. It's the Joan of Arc. That's what it is. It says Joan of Arc. It says, remains one of history's greatest women. The sheer amount of primary sources left to us, including eyewitness accounts, court documents, and even letters written by Jeanne herself, are testament to the incredible power of this young woman. I told you, there's something about like expressing yourself, whether it's in writing, voice, something has to come out. I'm just trying to see what else we really need. I mean, what do we know about Joan of Arc? She was like attacked for every single thing. It says they attacked her for, she says, Jeanne was incredibly intelligent and inspiring, but the trial transcripts from when English captured her and accused her of heresy make her for sobering reading. They attacked everything from her visions to her loyalty and even her hairstyle and clothes. Her answers were those of an aware, astute young woman. Her faith in herself and her God shone through in the face of hostility, clergy, a barrage of lawmakers, and death itself. So stand tall, stand solid. And I think what I'm getting from this is that whatever you are seeing in this like time period of this high priestess energy for you, you are going to be rising into that power of your faith in yourself and dedication to yourself, knowing that, you know, leaving something isn't always bad, even when it hurts like hell. You know? But there's always a time and a place for everything. And you're always meant to be where you are. Until you're not. Right? Like, you gotta have a knowledge of, like, internally, it's now done. You know? Okay. So now let's get a little bit of, oh, we got a little King of Swords action. We got King and Queen of Swords, guys. A divine pair, a divine union, two people who walk in truth and honor and loyalty. There are no misunderstandings between a king and a queen of swords. Wow. So definitely at a very good place where communication is going to be key. And how you say things are going to be key. And trusting that the other person is in their highest energy as well. Right? That's the hardest part sometimes. Because, sometimes we're like, well, I know me. I can take care of me. Like, I know exactly what I'm saying, but I don't know if I trust them. Like, they might just be blowing smoke. And the only way that you're going to, like, you got to be secure with yourself that you feel like you can trust other people. It's just upset. Everything depends on you. What other people say, they can say the worst things to your face. But if you're going to, the only time it's going to be bad is if you're believing it. If you just don't, I don't care. I think, I don't know, that's meant for somebody. And I know I'm getting this really strong energy about being in a court of law right now. It's like all I'm feeling is seeing and feeling is like being in a court of law where it's like, sure, I can take someone defacing my name or saying like that, but now that you're bringing law into it and you're trying to persecute me, now it's not okay, right? I can be cool, calm, collected until you're actually trying to cause physical, mental, financial, emotional repercussions on me. I don't know who that was for, but definitely I'm getting that energy where it's just like, no, like I literally was just feeling someone say, yeah, but it's far worse than just like, oh, something trivial and small. But like, no, it's something big. Like my life could be altered by this. And I get that. And I don't know if that's going to be what this reading is about or what, but man, I really felt that hardcore. But basically, the root meaning here is that being judged by something, having to prove yourself, or proving somebody else as being wrong. Okay, Spirit, please give us some more information. What can we know right now? Thank you. Ha, the devil. So definitely something that is bound, constricting. These people are restrained by the neck to this energy, right? I mean, it's like, and they've even got their hand up like, speak when you're spoken to, okay? And also that whole like in the court of law where you're just like, I will tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. I get that strong feeling too. Really having to be truthful and finding that maybe if you're not being truthful, you'll be found out. It will be found out. But whatever this is, it's definitely overcomable, okay? So when, it's like obsession. It's being like something that you just feel like you can't let go of, or feeling like somebody has this over you, which is the worst feeling, because you can change yourself, right? If you're sitting here going, oh, I can't stop this, I'm obsessed about this situation, well, in all reality, you can fix that. It's gonna be hard as hell maybe, but you can't fix that. If someone's being like that towards you, that's a lot harder, right? I mean, you can't change somebody else. You can't, so that's harder. But it's being bound and like consumed by some sort of energy, whatever that energy is for you. I think that is what the King and Queen of Swords is really having to learn through this, High Priestess mode time, figuring out their truth and being truthful with not only with themselves, but other people. You know, like you can, I don't know, I don't like that, how that came out. You can, it's really hard to even come up with your own truth, but then to be confident and okay to even sharing it to other people, that it takes a lot of courage. Okay, what else can I know? Ace of Cups, it takes a lot of self-love. Self-love. If you work on self-love, which is the Ace of Cups here, 1 cup, drinking, positivity, understanding that no matter what, it's love. Everything roots down to love. If anything, if the situation comes down to any energy besides love, then it's a false narrative. Let's be real. Anyway, and then the Devil. So it's like you can't be obsessed or consumed by anything, because this isn't God or source, universe. Like, this isn't it. This is the opposite. Being like held to, you know, materialistic things, or being really consumed with having to be. I just heard a great quote today. What was it? Something about I'm okay. Oh shoot. Something like, I'm okay with having things. I'm not okay with being bound by those things. Like basically buying stuff. Like I'm not like, I'm not going to be against materialism, but I am when I'm held by those things. Meaning, you know, you could have had a Mercedes Benz last week and it's gone now. Are you going to be like sitting there going, oh, I don't have my car. It was my status symbol. It was like, you know, you got to let things go. It's, you know, it's just things. So that wasn't wanting to come out. But the point is that Ace of Cups isn't going to continue this energy. It won't let that happen. You got to start having boundaries and love for yourself. Therefore, you completely aren't going to let anything control you. Anything. But it's going to take some like power, inner power, the Strength card here. And we've got the Empress and 8 of Coins. So this goes in the line, all of this, of what the Oracle cards were saying. It's time to start something new. It's time to see a new reality and birth something brand new, and really work hard at it. Like knowing that it's going to be something that you are going to have, you're going to want to do it. That's the point. You're just going to want to go all in on this new venture. But with the Devil here and the Strength card, which is all about overcoming the harshest of all, like what am I trying to say? Sometimes the hardest thing you can do is convince yourself of something new. You know? Someone could have told you the same damn thing 15 times. This is really important about parents and children. Parents, you know, can tell their child, pick up that toy, you're gonna, you know, fall over it, or, you know, even for adult children, teenagers and stuff like that. Well, you better lock your doors at night, your car door. Someone might come in and take something or steal it. Did you lock your door? Did you lock your door? And the next thing you know, it happens, right? But that person, that teenager, or you, whenever you're placed in that situation, you know, you just will not listen until you tell yourself and you come upon that lesson internally yourself. So I think that was what really kind of said it. Like, the hardest thing is to convince yourself of a situation. Because why I say that is because it's in the second for you, right? It happened in a second. You're just like, oh, yeah, I do need to lock my car door when I come home at night, you know, like, but you're not understanding that it took how long it took for you to actually get that lesson. You know, other people know, God knows, universe knows. But do you think they're going to sit there and go, well, I told you, and then be, you know, what's the word for it? Like I told you so. They're not at all. But my point is that sometimes it's really hard to convince ourselves of something that we should have realized before. But here is, I mean, the Empress came out and we've been talking about brand new projects and all this. I mean, that is a brand new project. That is something that's birthed. She is the one thing in the tarot. Sorry, the sun off of my car window is like beaming into my face, as you can see. It's very hard for me to find a position without it getting me right in the eyeball. Anyway, like seriously, I'm having to like hunch down just so it's not. This is ridiculous. Now I'm good. I wish I would have remembered my drink. Okay, I'm gonna try this again. Okay, but okay, point Empress, Strength. Okay, we have 1, 2, 3 major arcana. These are major, major situations happening, all with the Divine's hand in it. The Wheel of Fortune card, right? Okay. But I love that the Strength card came after the Devil card. That means success, done. It's gonna be hard. Strength card is where you're really gonna be tested. You're gonna have to make that choice. Like, it's gonna be a hard ass hell kind of choice. But I really feel like with the High Priestess energy and all that masculine, feminine energy with this like faith, what was the other one? Faith and purpose. And then this one was dedication. I don't really see how you would make the wrong choice. I just don't. You know what I mean? Like, I don't see how that, I don't feel it in the cards. I don't see any of that. You are going to overcome this. Hands down. Okay, one more card. I'm gonna have to go because it's 5 of Wands. Yeah, there's definitely some mystery and some secrets, because didn't we have that before? With the High Priestess. Remember it said mysteries will be unveiled. I mean, we do have the 5 of Wands and the Moon. That is... There might be, you know, conflict. There's some sort of conflict that's really going to, like, be showing you something that was hidden before. So point here is that when this happens, oh God, ooh, my dress, my shirt, my card. Well, where'd that go? Hold on. Seriously, where'd my card go? It didn't fly off that far. Okay, hold on. Sorry, guys. I don't want it to fly off even further, you know? Come on, where did you go? Oh, I found it, yay. Oh God. Oh my goodness gracious. Sorry, guys. Yay, it didn't go very far. Except now this one's going. Okay. Oh my God. got, this was the second card that flew off. Obviously, this one was the Sayonara still. And this one was Eternal Soul Contracts. And got Sayonara, the soul, eternal soul contract, loyal till the end. I really feel like this is some sort of soul contract that is being done. It's time for it to be done. And then Kissed by the Book, and then Z, which is the last letter of the alphabet, ending. So, Kissed by the Book in this instance is very much like, I'm used to it. I'm used to this. You know, I'm kind of, there's no thrill in this anymore. Whatever the situation is, it feels over. That's why I really don't think this is going to, I mean, even though the Strength card came out and it really does show that it's going to be a hard decision and something you're really going to have to overcome, it also is going to be something that your High Priestess energy is just totally going to make you like okay with. You're just going to be okay. You're not even going to be like, and the second you do end to be able to start a new thing, it's going to feel like weight off of your shoulders. You might feel as like, you know, light as a butterfly, like how it was like flying. All these cards kept flying, right? So, oh my God, and this card came back out again, guys. The Devil. It has been sitting here and I've been trying to figure out how. The Devil came back out. In some sort of, like, there's definitely been a group or even one person or somewhere. I got to get more clarification on who is this Five of Wands with the Moon, because the Moon is hidden, things that are hidden from you, things that are unclear, but say anything, and the masculine energy, yeah. We got say anything and the masculine energy. Maybe not saying your piece. State of bliss. Like not, you know, holding back. When you're holding back truth from what your truth is, okay, for example, let's say all this card, all this energy, you come to the realization of the High Priestess energy that the universe is trying to help you with, and then you ignore it because you feel bound to something or someone or some situation, and you're like, but I can't make that change. Like, I know you're telling me I should. I know you're telling me, but I don't want to because of this and this. You are going to start being real uncomfortable. Real uncomfortable. Yep. Things will become clear. Also, I really feel like sometimes, like, masculine energy really needs to see the uncomfortableness and and get irritated before any action happens, right? Because one of the biggest sayings I've ever like really resonated with in this life is, you don't know what you want until you know what you don't want. And that could be as simple as what this all is seeing what you don't want. And yesterday it was. Yesterday it was fine. It was great. It was everything I asked for. Today, it is not what I want. Oh, I'm going this backwards. Okay. That flew. Birthday gift. It's going to be a present. It's going to be something that you're just going to have. You're going to be so excited to receive it. That's what I'm trying to get at. This knowledge, again, King of Swords, Queen of Swords, two people coming together, having a very possibly difficult conversation, but being clear in what they're saying and going, okay, I hear you. I believe you. I believe that you know yourself so well that I'm not, sorry, um, I don't have to question you. Like, if you say you're done, you're done. I'm not going to hold on to you and, like, you know, ask for you to stay because I know I trust you. I trust that you're a smart human being and you know what you need and you know what you want. I'm not going to beg, right? But that's the kind of conversation a king and queen of swords would be having if in a ending situation. But again, I almost really feels like some sort of major soul contract is ending. And you know what that means? All endings begin new beginnings. That made no sense. All endings bring new beginnings. That's what I meant to say. Four of Cups. Do I have this upside down? Yep. Four of Cups. This Four of Cups. There's going to be definitely a time in this situation where you're going to be regretting a little bit of like, or you're not going to, it's that, don't get too hung up on the sadness of the situation. Again, keep looking at your self-love and really delving into what your energy is calling for. What I'm getting at is like, it almost feels like, you know how like right now a lot of people are like, you can't, I mean, I don't know if it's just on my feed or not, but everyone's like, oh, I'm just going to be alone forever. I'm just going to be single and alone because that's what I need to do to be able to heal myself. Yeah, that's what you're being called to do. Hell yes, do it. It's the greatest thing I've ever done for myself. But I was also called to do that, you know? And it's taken me a very long time to be okay with the fact that I didn't have to stay in that energy. Like I've healed, I've moved, I've grown. I can move into a prosperous new place where I don't have to have that mentality of I just got to be alone and I've got to work on me, work on me, work on me. Now I'm like, no, that phase of my life has done its job and now it's time to just go live. And that is what I'm trying to get at with this energy right here. Do not sit and sitting here and thinking you have a place you're supposed to be. You might, but also be open for whatever may come. I have had two butterflies fly through this video. I don't know if you can see it, and then a V, the Roman numeral V for change, and victorious, by the way. But do not get held up in seeing 3 cups spilled, sadness and like, ugh. 3 cups is heartbreak. And then 4 cups is realizing that maybe you sat in that sadness a little too long because it became your story. And you should not ever become your story. Like your story is ever changing. It's not something that you could, it's not a label, right? That's another way people say this also. Is that a lot of people have really hard times with labels. And I think it's funny because I'm just like, I mean, there has to be a label, but also there doesn't have to be a label. It's very fluid. It's everything, right? Oh, thank you. Thank you so much for watching. Yay. Thank you. Okay. I do want to finish this one real quick because I wanted to use this deck. This was probably the first one I picked up today, so I know it has something I have to say with it. I do need to say this. In the middle here, she's crying, or he, she, whatever, right? It's tears. Tears are great. They help you heal. They release energy out of your body. But you cannot cry for 24 hours straight, right? I mean, you can't. So that's the energy of what I'm trying to get at, is that let it happen and be done. Don't sit in an energy that was meant for a moment, not a period, you know? Hoping these cards don't go flying again. Oh, well, that kind of came out. Abundance. It's keep a positive mindset. Manifest exactly what you want. Gratitude and bliss. Karmic relationships. It says fleeting triggers, turmoil, resentment, lessons, letting go, and loving you. Oh my gosh, guys, that was basically what the Five of Wands was with the Ace of Cups, right? Wasn't that this too? Oh, geez, I can't remember. But that would be it. Finding your truth within things. Like, yeah, there's going to be stuff that come up, but love yourself, and then you'll realize you're fine. And then it says the chaser. It says chaser in a codependent relationship, fear of abandonment issue. So maybe something that you just feel like, you know, you or the person, maybe this other person in this karmic relationship is that type of person where you feel like, I can't leave. They're going to chase me to the end of time because they're that needy. I'm sorry for anyone who is going through that too, because really, honestly, you got to have love for that person just as much as if they weren't like that. But it is hard. And then separation. Sadness, missing you, thinking about you, yearning, unsure of future. Well, that does come from fear of abandonment. Because if you weren't fearful of abandonment, you wouldn't care what was coming next or what was leaving your life or coming in, or, you know what I mean? Like, it's only the time when you're sitting here going, oh God, I don't want it to leave. I don't want it to leave because I don't know what's going to come next. Or I don't know what I would do if I didn't have that in my life anymore. Again, going back to that same energy of like saying about that Mercedes-Benz, where it was like you held on to it so much that it became almost you. And it's a car, or it's a person, or it's a fear of what you would be without that situation. That holding on, you know, that's toxic. That's the devil. That's the devil card in itself. Just being consumed and just being like fear, you know? Okay. Anything else we can do to help? Ah, hell yeah, baby. This is it. This is it. Done. Boom. Coffin. It's over and done. Lay that shit to the bed. Like, rest. Lay it all down. Lay all of it down. Do not hold on to it anymore. Endings bring new beginnings, growth, change, liberation, transition. I mean, many times during this, it's going to be changing. Things are changing, but victory is at the end, right? Okay. And I said it from the very beginning, believe in miracles. So that's a reminder. Thank you so much. I'm so excited, CJ. Thank you so much for watching. And anyone else that watched, thank you so much. And thanks for the like. I'm so excited. You guys, I hope that this has helped you like I'm leaving you a little bit better than I found you. So I hope y'all take care. Sending my love. Thanks for watching. Bye. Okay, how do I end it now? I don't know. There we go.